Live from the SoCap Comedy Theater in beautiful downtown Toronto, it's And the Scotch Eggs Comedy Game Showdown. Please welcome your host, Dan Donnelly.
Hello, and welcome to And the Scotch Eggs Comedy Game Showdown. I am your host, Dan Donnelly. We do a British TV-style panel show here, which means we have a bunch of contestants who are going to be up here, and we're going to be doing some quiz questions and other games and talking about images and doing debates, and it'll be a grand old time. And you guys get to experience this live recording because this show is broadcast on the internet. So you can always look us up at andascotchegg.com and see all of our previous episodes, and this one when I finally get around to editing it. So as you may have seen, our theme today is fandom fantasy, which is anything. Fandom, things that have fans, anime, cartoons, anime. Sports even sometimes, video games, comic books, all of that good stuff. But first, I think we would be remiss not acknowledging that today is a historic day. Today, September 19th, 2022, marks the release of Return to Monkey Island, the first entry in the Monkey Island series in over a decade, and the first in almost 25 years to be helmed by the series' original creator, Ron Gilbert. You can download Return to Monkey Island right now and experience its revolutionary and sophisticated point-and-click puzzle interface. This game was called Must Play Point-and-Click Brilliance by Ars Technica. Download the Return to Monkey Island and enjoy this art style, I guess. That is somewhat better than the Telltale games. All right, thanks, guys, for bearing with me. But the Monkey Island games are great, except for a few of them. So we're all very pleased about that. Are you guys ready to have a great show? All right, well, we've got a great one in store, but first, a word from our other sponsor, apparently, cosplay. Do you have a frankly astonishing amount of free time and/or money to spare? Have you ever wanted to attend a hot, crowded event with lots of hugging while wearing the least breathable synthetic fabrics imaginable? Then cosplay might be for you. With cosplay, you can pretend to be your favorite fictional characters. You can demonstrate your amazing creativity, or you can just show Twitter that anyone can play Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Cosplay. Good luck washing that stuff. Cosplay. All right, are you guys ready to get your show started now? All right, I am going to bring up your two teams of contestants. First, we have the LiveJournalists. Please welcome Sarah Ashby, James O'Hara, and Dan Brennan. Feel free to applaud. And up against the LiveJournalists, their mortal enemies, the Tumblr-inas. Please welcome Ada Nicolle, Charlotte Davie, and Freddie Jan. All right. We're going to take just a moment to get situated here, and then we'll start right off. All right, are you guys ready? Yes. Are you guys ready? All right, we are going to get started. We're going to get started with a pop quiz. The category is hack and slash. Slash fiction is a genre of fan fiction in which same-sex characters are paired in non-canon romantic relationships. What was the first pairing to popularize slash as a genre? Dan.
Jesus and Judas.
One kiss and the fandom just won't let it go. That's how it goes. Yes, Freddie.
Brutus slash Caesar. Get it? Get it?
It definitely does have a group stabbing scene, yeah. Yes, James.
I know Dish X Spoon was big in the Hey Diddle Diddle fandom.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but Dish X Spoon was confirmed by Word of God in episode 108 of the Diddlecast, which in retrospect is not a good name for a podcast about children's literature. Yes, Ada.
The letters Q and U are pretty popular in the alphabet fandom.
Oh, really? Because whenever I write my fic, I always put you and I together.
That's adorable.
Okay. Yes, James.
I always wrote my parents together.
Oh, that's so sad.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Slash and Axl Rose.
Axel.
Yes, Ada.
Wait, you said a same-sex couple. Me and your mom.
Oh. She read my fic. That's why she was down.
This is just a real answer. Shrek and Sonic.
All right, we know your interest. Great. All right, thanks, everybody. The real answer is, of course, Abraham Lincoln and that one guy that everybody tried to convince us that wasn't his gay lover for like 15 years when they shared a bed.
Lee Harvey Oswald?
I have an excerpt to read for you. After only 7 years, Abe found that he could no longer compromise with the obvious stovepipe in his trousers. Emancipated, Joshua, he proclaimed, as they proceeded to form a more perfect union. An excerpt from the Mpreg fic, Conceived in Liberty, by Mary Sue Todd Lincoln, 1869. I hope you guys enjoyed that. The real
I
answer...
do love the only one bed in a log cabin trope.
Yeah. I've seen so many fics with that.
Have you seen the cinematic adaptation?
No, I have not. Have you seen the microphone that you should talk into when you talk?
Have you seen the cinematic adaptation?
I have seen some cinematic adaptations of Abe Lincoln having sex with Joshua Speed, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, the Abraham Lincoln series.
Oh, very good. All right, thanks, guys. The real answer is Kirk and Spock. Kirk and Spock were responsible for the beginning of Slash fiction.
Oh, I didn't know it was nerd shit.
Yeah. You're in for a long
You're
show.
wearing a Squirtle hat.
Is that what this is?
All right, thanks, guys. The first appearance of the Shut the Fuck Up horn.
On question 1.
Moving on to the next question. The category is the real McCoy. Speaking of Star Trek, it is usually considered the original fandom, out of which modern fan culture sprang fully formed from its massive rubber forehead. What are Trek fans actually called? Ada.
Spock blockers.
No. Charlotte.
Kirkshire Terriers.
Also no, but I'll give you 10 points for that.
Trick question. No one calls them.
That is the real answer. Yeah, Charlotte.
Spock blusters, but they've been overcome by Spock flicks. Get there, everyone, get there.
Okay. I still don't get it, but I was pretending to go along with the crowd.
Trexually repressed.
Very good. 200 points.
A bunch of fucking dweebs.
Yeah.
Got him, ayo.
Got him. For the first time ever, Trek fans got owned. Anyone else? Okay. The real answer is, well, people call them Trekkies, but the actual answer is Trekkers, which is preferred. Trekkie apparently is a slur because every group gets a slur now. Moving on, yes.
Could you avoid the hard R, please?
Trek Oz. Trek Oz.
Thank you. All right. Moving on to the next question. The category is Going Dutch. The Predator franchise got a new prequel this year in Predator Prey, and we're not touching that discourse with a 10-foot claw. What was the plot of the original 1987 Predator?
Leonardo DiCaprio's Raya account.
Ada?
It's a deep dive into the LA comedy scene.
Look, if I had to drive 90 minutes in traffic for a 2-minute spot every day in my fucking life, I would also hunt people for sport. Sarah?
It's actually not a movie. It's just the name of Drake's new album.
Oh. Ada?
It's about a thing that predates another thing.
Predator?
Yeah, it's a
That's
you're
the
pronouncing it
prequel.
wrong.
Yeah. All right.
Was that good?
Yes.
Can't
50
beat that one.
points.
Prince Andrew.
Yes. His arc on the crown, I think.
1987, so definitely had Harvey Weinstein affiliated somehow.
Yes. All right. The real answer is, of course, and I can't do a Cosby. I didn't practice. Anyway, there was a Cosby joke in there, but instead...
You didn't work on your Cosby? You don't have a Cosby in the back
I
pocket?
have a Cosby in my back pocket because I'm sober. The real answer is Arnold Schwarzenegger gets hunted through the Guatemalan jungle by a deadly alien creature with the same hobby as the Trump brothers. So that's...
I think he's got this.
I think he's got this. All right. Moving on to the next question. The category is collective nouns. By the way, guys, like 90% of these questions are what do you call the fans of this thing? So sorry in advance. Many famous pop divas have a special name for their fans, such as Beyoncé's Beehive, Lady Gaga's Little Monsters, and Madonna's Likely Virgins. What are Mariah Carey's fans called? Dan.
Home on the vocal range?
Where the deer and the antelope play, except I should do wordplay instead so it's funny.
Yeah, you just sang the actual lyrics to that song.
Yeah. Where seldom is heard. Yes.
You keep doing it.
Is the bit done?
Yeah. There was
Keep
no bit.
ringing. They're called carry-on baggage.
Oh. James.
39 years old.
Ada already said they're old bags, so I think... Anyone else? Yes, Sarah.
They're not called anything because suddenly they can't read. That's for the Mariah Carey fans.
Yeah. But what are they called? James.
Stepmom.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yes, Charlotte.
It's you.
Okay.
Good job. 200 points.
Sat on that for a little bit. Waited.
Yeah. All right.
Made me really feel uncomfortable with my choice.
The real answer, of course, is they're the only people who look forward to hearing All I Want for Christmas Is You 30 times a day for 5 months every year. Woo! The real fans
We've all worked
know.
retail.
Us.
The correct answer is lambs. They are her little lambs, I guess.
Carrie.
Why?
Carrie had a little lamb. Mariah had a little lamb.
Is it Mariah had a little lamb?
I think it's just because they get fleeced every time she puts out an album. Whoa.
Wow. Take that, Mariah. She's an avid
Got
listener.
her. She's a Trekkie. That's why. Why we had to get her. All right, moving on. The category is hostile engagement. Fans of The Bachelorette were stunned this season when producers made what change to the format? James.
All the men are gay.
That was not a change to the format. Charlotte.
All of the men had to wear the puka shell microphone necklaces the whole show, not just on the beach.
They're a nice fashion statement, I think. Ada.
The contestants got chopped.
You're thinking of the show Who Wants to Marry a Nice Doctor and Finally Make Her Mother Happy.
The Bachelorette has IBS.
Correct, that is that show, yeah. Cool. Sarah.
Everybody has to fuck. They gotta do it.
It's like the horny games? Is that what that is?
Opposite of too hot to handle. It's you have to handle the hotness now.
Okay, so
yes,
there's
Ada.
a bunch of bachelors, and there's one, like, bachelorette, and they're all really tiny and blue. Wait, I'm thinking of the Smurfs. Sorry.
Yep. And then a weird old guy runs around trying to eat them.
Yeah.
Or turn them to gold.
Sorry.
Yeah, Charlotte.
I wasn't sure if you were done. So I thought I'd just interrupt.
No one's ever sure when one of his bits end.
So the contestants are all tributes from the 12 remaining regions of America. And they have to fight to the death.
I'm sorry, Mid-Atlantic.
This bachelorette is different. She's not like other girls.
Oh, got her. All right, thanks, guys. The correct answer is that there are 2 bachelorettes, apparently, this season. You're nodding and making
That's
a grimace.
double shot at love. That's not.
There's 2 bachelorettes and they have to fuck.
Spoiler, they meet all the men and go for each other. That's how the season ends. If it doesn't,
If
I'm
that's
very
not how it
disappointed.
ends, it's scripted.
It is.
It's 100. If that has to be the true ending.
What? I thought all shows like that and this were 100% improvised.
Reality TV, baby.
All right. Thanks, guys. Moving on to the next question. The category is horsing around. Friendship is magic. In which animated series supported by fans called bronies? Ada.
To Catch a Predator.
I said supported by bronies, not featuring bronies. Charlotte.
Chris Angel, Mind Freak.
I honestly don't believe that Chris Angel has any friends.
Because he made them all disappear.
And he spends all of his free time frozen in a block of ice, which doesn't help.
And he spends his whole budget eating the camera at the beginning of the show every time.
That's a real medical procedure. How is that a magic trick?
It's just
It's just a laparoscope.
it's a new Harry Potter show where Harry and the gang beat up trans people.
Oh. I think that's called Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Gender-Critical Radfem Twitter Discourse.
What is this? My Twitter feed.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, this is about sports. I know it. Bronies, yeah, bros, yeah. This
Yeah.
one's about sports.
What sport?
Oh,
What
oh,
sport?
I see. It's just a series about sports. It could be about icing.
The Wizards.
The Wizards. All right, that's enough.
The Last Dance.
That's enough. Thank you, guys. The real answer, of course, is My Little Pony. Friendship is magic, My Little Pony. All right, moving on to the next question. The category is Love Potion number 9. In the mid-2000s, a group of Harry Potter stans believed that Severus Snape was a real-life immortal deity who could interact with them spiritually and sexually.
He isn't?
James, you will know the answer. What were these fans called? James.
Creeps and weirdos.
That hits a little different now.
They were called Good Girls. I'm trying to do a Snape voice. Good Girls. I can't do it.
You do your Snape, I'll do my Cosby, and we'll just
No, actually don't.
we'll work it out.
That actually sounded more like Cosby, no?
Oh, you guys got your impressions mixed up.
Good girl. No, I can't do it either.
Who does a Snape?
Not Lily.
All right. Anybody else? Sarah.
Their name is Raven Darkness Dimension Way, and they go to school and they hate all the preps there because they're punk and emo.
And their eyes change color based on their moods.
You just
It's
owned.
Vampire Potter, not Harry Potter.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing, you dumb motherfucker?
You just owned anybody wearing black lipstick right now. Freddie.
Solid Snapes.
Oh, I get it. Like he possesses their corporeal bodies with his ghostly sex energy, like that time Dr. Crusher becomes like Pogo sisters with her grandma when they go to Super Nova Scotia.
Yeah,
What
you
happened
said.
in the
Yeah,
middle
what
of
you
that
said.
sentence? Did you
The
just start
worst.
saying completely different words? When did pogo sticks get involved in what Freddie said?
Pogo sisters is when you and your grandma have sex with the same guy, as Dr. Crusher does in the worst episode of CNG.
We can keep trying to stop him.
Sarah.
I have an answer to the question.
Yes.
Alan Dickmans.
All right. Very good. Ada.
They're called transphobes because apparently I'm still the weird one here.
All right. Very good. Thanks, everybody. The correct answer is Snape wives, or even better, Snapists.
Yes, I like Snape.
Fun fact, they actually believed that J.K. Rowling was channeling the real spirit of Snape when writing the books. So there you go. I can believe it. You can believe it? All right. All right, that's it for the pop quiz. Yay. Very good.
Who's winning?
The LiveJournalists are winning with 63,425 points against the Tumblr-inas, who have 7.
Oh.
I heard you get at least 200. I just want to say, Ada made a very impressive mic height adjustment in the last 30 seconds, and that's got to be worth something.
Okay, you guys are winning 70,000.
What? And we didn't handle our mic with
70,000 to 4.
and grace all show? Okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone. We're going to move on to meet your contestants. Are you guys excited to meet these lovely people on the stage in front of you here? You should not be, if you've learned anything by now. All right, we're going to start off with the live journalist. First off, Sarah Ashby is a cartoon freak, anime nerd, and all-around weird fan of most things your dad likes. Sarah, you went to Fan Expo this year. Out of all the fandoms, who were the most annoying?
So it definitely had to be any Stranger Things fan who kept going around going, we're just all outcasts and weirdos when they were 80% of the crowd there.
I will say this about Stranger Things. They have been queer baiting Will Byers so hard for so long that, like, the last season must be his epic battle with AIDS. Like, there is no other way around it.
Oh, it's been an AIDS allegory the whole time.
He did swallow that thing once. Okay. Moving on. Give Sarah a hand, everybody. Give Sarah a hand. Moving on, James O'Hara has spent far too much of his life playing video games and then reading fan fiction about those same video games.
Yeah, baby.
James, have you ever written any fan fiction?
In high school, I actually had a wildly popular Link X Dark Link fan fiction that had 15,000 monthly readers.
What?
And I was a virgin till I was 22.
Yeah.
And I didn't know I was queer yet. Isn't that fun?
There is a lot of, how do I put this delicately, ass eating in that fic for someone who didn't know that he was queer yet.
Yeah.
Did I just
I was
reveal?
like, I'm doing research for my novel.
Yeah. Did I just reveal that I read that fic? And I am 10 years older than James, and so it was less excusable? Okay. Thank you. Give James a hand, everyone. And lastly, on the live journalist, we have Dan Brennan, who only grew a beard so that he could look more like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and because gym memberships were too expensive. Dan,
Hello there.
Hi. How would you describe the culture of Hamilton, Ontario, to someone who's never been there before?
The premise gets a laugh. Hamilton is the Brooklyn of Canada. It is also a city where downtown a man smoking a cigarette can ask you if you have a spare cigarette.
All right, thank you.
That's a whole city in a nutshell.
Excellent.
City of Waterfalls.
And the Hamilton Tie Cats fans.
I thought that was going to be a Lin-Manuel Miranda related question, but it was not.
It was not. All right. Please give a hand to Dan and the rest of the live journalists. We're going to move on to the Tumblr-inas. Ada Nicolle is a trans comedian living her dreams of being a fangirl after 19 years in the closet. She's a fan of AJR, Bo Burnham, and anything else that annoying people like. Ada, what is AJR? And why do you keep talking about it?
Am I allowed to play an audio clip? Is this gonna get you in trouble? I'll play like 5 seconds of it.
Yeah, try it, I guess.
Thirsty Thursday. Yodeling, 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 yodeling.
As you probably didn't hear, that was yodel rap. This band has got me through my hardest moments. Thank you.
All right. I will edit something really funny into that later on. if we get a copyright
As
ding.
opposed to the actual thing.
Yeah.
Funnier than yodel rap?
Okay.
That's great. As a Weezer fan, we don't get to laugh at other people often.
Okay, thank you. Give Ada a hand, everybody.
What's with these homies?
Up next with the Tumblr-inas, Charlotte Davie is a woman chronically on the internet, so naturally she's a fan of many things. Timothée Chalamet's eyes.
Yep.
Timothée Chalamet's hair. Timothée Chalamet's jawline. And Timothée Chalamet's, sorry. But the thing she's the biggest fan of is gossip. Oh, wait, it's celebrity gossip. Charlotte, what is your current favorite gossip?
Okay, so when I originally pitched this question, my answer was going to be the Don't Worry Darling drama. Because I do want them all to get nominated for Oscars so that we can continue watching this nightmare. However, it has gotten a little bit messy in the last little bit. So as a runner-up, a pinch hitter, favorite piece of gossip, I found out recently that someone that I only distantly know from high school recently was supposed to get married, but then the wedding got called off because she fucked a bunch of guys on her bachelorette party.
Nice.
And that is just my favorite piece of gossip because it's just, thank you. And I think the common thread between both of those two pieces of gossip is that they both involve a messy white bitch getting caught by Shia LaBeouf.
Good job. All right. Please give Charlotte a hand, everybody. And last among the Tumblr-inas, we have Freddie Jan, who is an anemic binge drinker who temporarily transcends degeneracy through indulging in the high culture of anime and Western cartoons. Freddie, what is the most toxic byproduct of being an avid subscriber to pop culture?
Probably forgetting to buy baby formula. You guys pro baby or something? What's going on?
All right, thank you, Freddie. Give Freddie a hand. And the rest of the Tumblr-inas, we're going to move on to the next section of the game, which is called What the Hell Is This? And What the Hell Is This? We show our panelists a series of weird and wonderful images and ask them the eternal question, what the hell is this? All right, are you guys ready for your first weird and wonderful image? Yeah.
It's a slideshow.
Panelists, what the hell is this?
A very specific part of OnlyFans.
That's America's ass.
I thought that was Missouri. No Missouri fans.
Oh
in the
my
audience.
God, the last time a guy wanked in front of me, he also passed out.
Oh my God, the last time somebody wanked in front of me, it was on the subway.
This is when my dad caught me masturbating and made me masturbate a whole pack of masturbating.
Captain America is using protection.
True.
I don't know, but I want to be that guy.
Just a good wank in the face.
Anyone else? Okay. Oh, go ahead. No.
Sorry, I was gonna say, I realize that's not an ass because those are abs. I'm like so confused.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Back abs.
Yeah. No, I'm just glad that Cap finally got permission because he's been wearing that chastity cage for a long time. Okay, so this is just a real panel from a Captain America comic. Unfortunately, I could not find which one specifically, but
Yeah, I'm going to need you to find that out.
Yeah. Just look
For
up
research.
Research purposes.
Just look up Captain
I have
America
fan fiction
wank.
to write.
Yeah. All right, thanks, guys. We're going to move on to the next weird and wonderful image. Panelists, I ask you, what the hell is this?
That's research.
That's actually me in the upper right corner there
That is suspiciously close to the way you usually dress, except we can't see his ankles.
That's true.
This is anime's attempt to become more popular in North America by adopting a Big Brother style show.
You mean this isn't The Bachelor?
It's a K-pop hole.
That's like when you walk into any public institution and there's like a field trip happening there.
This is the Queen and Spadina McDonald's.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is like a visual representation of the chaos happening on stage.
All right.
I think the woman in the red is about to talk to the other person on the other side of the couch and say, "Can I just steal you for a second?"
The woman in the red, the woman is the red.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the snake
The eel
lady.
woman, you know.
The eel woman.
I'm gonna walk off stage and step in glass.
We're all wearing canvas shoes.
I'm wearing Converse.
This makes the strip element of the next game very dangerous. All right. Thank you, Sarah. All right.
I'll ring in all your answers.
The
Come.
regular listeners of the show will appreciate that reference to every time Sarah has said anything. So this is a frame from Monster Musume, which is Monster Musume no Iru Nichijou, Everyday Life with Monster Girls.
I don't like that at
which
all.
revolves around regular high school student Kimihito Kurusu, a Japanese student whose life is thrown into turmoil after accidentally becoming involved with the interspecies cultural exchange program. It's a harem anime with monster girls. That's what it is. Thank you, Sarah, for sweeping up the broken glass all over the floor.
Sarah's a hero.
Sarah.
Yeah, just kick it.
We'll take a short break while the damage is repaired somewhat.
We can make one
I
of them
think this is
ASMR
good
videos.
audio.
Yeah, you
I
guys
was
can-
just going to say that. God damn it.
You guys can riff or whatever you
We're
want to do.
equally matched.
You guys,
Or we can just
you guys
listen
can
to
just
the-
riff or whatever during this part. Do you guys have any answers for this?
This is where we open it up to the crowd.
Yeah. Great. That's true. True.
I like that Spider Girl is also the Punisher.
Starting
And loves the police, apparently.
starting with the dude on like the top right and then going clockwise. This has been my transition timeline.
You didn't stop with the wings? I feel
would've
like
stopped
that's
at
a
wings,
comment.
yeah.
I can't. It's the estrogen. I'm sorry.
I do like that you made it into and out of a wheelchair, though. That's very impressive.
Horrible month. Horrible month.
This city is so inaccessible.
Oh, look at that. It's accessible again.
Yeah. Every bathroom requires stairs.
I'm just
And
glad-
that's just a commentary on the hellscape we live in.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my problem with bathrooms.
I do like that it is all like monster women, and then the girl in the bottom right just has a cowlick.
What's your thing? Bugs.
All right. Are we ready to move on? We're ready to move on.
Shout out to Sarah.
Let's give Sarah another round of applause.
That's what working at a maid service for a summer gets ya.
And who knew? We didn't have any maid references this show, so there we go. All right, thanks, guys. We're going to move on to the next image. Are you all ready? Panelists, what the hell is this?
Oh, that's a guy with hands for hooks. He bought some hooks.
This is, this is International Talk Like a Pirate Day today, by the way, if you did not know. Arr.
That's what it feels like when you're at a middle school dance and you're in minute 7 of Stairway to Heaven.
This is the PSA about how to say goodbye to people correctly at train stations.
This is not what I meant when I said give them a hand.
Beep, 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 beep.
This is a dramatic recreation of that thing where you sit on your hands till they fall asleep and then jerk yourself off.
You're not supposed to do both hands at the same time. Unless you need to,
What?
in which case you really shouldn't need to.
This is how agents release their hand models from their contracts.
This is the inventor of the pocket pussy with his first model.
I actually think I know the answer to this
Yeah.
one. Can I say it?
Yeah.
I think I've never gotten one of these. I think this is episode 1 of The Boys.
It is.
When the girlfriend gets run over by that guy.
A-Train.
Yeah, A-Train.
This
Very
is a
good.
spoiler.
The first scene.
Yeah, it's a spoiler for minute 20 of the series The Boys.
Brings me back to college.
Yeah. I just watched all of it recently. Did you know there was a kerfluffle because conservatives didn't understand that the superheroes were like the villains?
Yeah. Didn't they think Homelander was cool?
Yeah.
What conservatives thinking bad guys are good guys?
How weird.
What?
All right. So yes, this is this is a still frame from the pilot for The Boys when the main character's girlfriend is splatted by A-Train, who is this universe's version of the Flash. He runs right through her. And it's gross. Moving on. Are you guys ready for your next weird and
Everybody
wonderful
says running through a girl is gross. All right. But if it was a guy, it's cool.
I do a Kegel when it's inside.
This is a queer show. We gotta advertise it that way to get the journalist attention. Okay. Panelists, what the hell is this?
This is just that same panel again of the anime school.
Wario is finally living her best life. Also, Wario, she kept the name. I'm not dead naming her.
Yeah.
This was me every day of Fan Expo.
This is Punani Dasani.
This is what happens when you don't have enough money to have a proper midlife crisis.
This is a picture of like one of those girls who's always like, me and my sisters are so hot. And it shows you a picture of her. This is also Mario's version of Nurse Joy.
This is how they teach colors in liberal classrooms.
With the woke agenda.
This is an example of why you should show up first for weapons choice day, or you end up in the front with poo on a stick.
That's true. You do. What?
Talk about the shit end of a stick, am I right?
Good job. We're going to end on that. All right. So this is the cast of Puella Magi Madoka Magica, except they're all Wario for some reason. Fan art is cool, guys. We love it. I like that at least in this continuity, Mommy is still alive. That's really what matters. All right, moving on to the next image. Panelists, I ask you, what the hell is this?
He's protecting her because it's a Snoop Dogg eat dog world out there.
I think that's considered a crime in all 50 states and Canada.
Yeah. Except for Hawaii. I don't know why, but...
Is this not Drake's new album?
This is how Snoop gets Drake to come over, I think.
Fuck, he's about to smoke her like a blunt.
This is...
The way Dan kind of leaned over as if to talk and then moved the bell.
Further away from him.
The caption just says Snoop and his drug dealer.
Yeah.
No, but for real, this is just me and Snoop hanging out.
Yeah. This is what happens, I think, when an anime girl is loud. All right. So this is, of course, Snoop Dogg somehow embracing Yui Hiroasa from K-On! This is from the blog Gangstas with Waifus, which I highly encourage everyone to check out. It is quite amusing. All right. And are you guys ready for your last weird and wonderful image? All right. Panelists, I ask you, what the hell is this?
Oh, Christ. Christ!
Good.
This was the version of Christ that knocked the drink over at the beginning of the show.
Why is he smiling?
This is a true bottom.
He was nailed to the cross. If there was another glass of water.
Yeah. No, it'd be done. It'd be done. Yes, Charlotte.
This is an accurate depiction of my 14 years in Catholic school.
This is what Disney does before they reboot your character.
This is a clear argument for not mixing medications.
I think this is...
This is the guy babysitting me on a bad trip.
At least he looks
How you
friendly.
doing? Does your skin feel tight?
How many legs are you feeling right now?
This is Donald Duck after he swam in the river in The Simpsons in Springfield. Sorry, I was like, what's the name of the place?
Yeah.
In The Simpsons.
I just want to say I'm very offended by the fact that they didn't have the balls to draw nipples on Donald Duck.
I know.
They drew very graphic nails through his hands, but they were like, nipples are too far.
Yeah.
Donald Duck doesn't have nipples.
He is not a mammal.
Can ducks not have nipples?
But
Sorry. Are we gonna get into the
this is...
specifics?
Yes.
They don't have lips to grab a hold of a nipple.
Ducks don't...
Freddie has an actual answer to the question, so...
This is humanity paying back for their sins.
This is how VeggieTales describes DuckTales.
That was very good. I think we're gonna end on that. So this is actually why Huey, Dewey, and Louie only have uncles. Well. So this is Donald Duck as Lilith in Evangelion for some reason. I have no idea why this image exists. Lilith, the source of all of the angels that attack the world, needs to be reunited. Okay. Thanks very much, everybody. That was it for What the Hell Is This? We're going to move on to another pop quiz. The first question. The category is Loch Ness Roster.
That is incredible. That's such a good title. Oh my God.
Fans of the game Super Smash Bros. Were recently shocked to hear that which long-awaited characters would finally be added to the roster. James.
Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Turns out they were on Yoshi's Island all along. Charlotte.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Finally.
The period at the end of Bros.
I said characters, plural.
It only needs one period.
Yes, Sarah.
The Wii yoga teacher's pussy, just so fans can finally say they beat it.
I think fans have
Or
long been
smashed
saying
it,
they
sorry.
beat it. Yeah. Dan.
A woman named Karen and a fella named Kyle.
Ah.
Yo, the Hey Diddle Diddle fandom is gonna be so happy Dish and Spoon made it in.
All 5 of those Warriors from earlier.
I actually would like to see that one.
Us.
Us. Yay. All of us. What's your double jump, James?
Knocking glasses over.
The entire cast from Friends.
Jerry Seinfeld and his 19-year-old girlfriend. Sorry. 17-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah. Get it right. The correct answer is Banjo and Kazooie. Banjo and Kazooie were
There are
added to the
two
Smash
different
Brothers.
characters?
I know. Who would have guessed? Like Ratchet and Clank. I thought that they, or Sam and Max. They seem to be all attached somehow in my fan fiction. All right. Moving on to the next question. The category is Wii Sports. When was the last time the Toronto Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup? Ada.
Sometime when my dad was a kid because he won't shut up about it.
Yes, probably. Dan.
On Ducky and Petrie's first birthday?
That is a Land Before Time reference in case anybody is too young to get it.
Yep.
Toronto has a sports team?
Wait, isn't the Stanley Cup a regatta?
I think
Shut up.
never. I think everyone's just making it up, and we all just buy into this, and it never actually happened.
Technically, they were the York Maple Leafs at the time, so...
I don't know about Toronto, but recently I got a really cool flat Stanley cup. It was like a cup with the character Flat Stanley on it. You can like go below doors.
Yes.
Look, after a long night of skating on the ice and sweating, who would really want Stanley's cup? That's a jock reference.
I can give you a list. Like,
It's like a diva cup.
it is.
But for men.
They also fill it with bodily fluids.
Yeah. But somehow it smells worse. It's not.
What's the opposite of a diva? A Stanley.
That's true. Very good. All right. Thanks, guys. The correct answer is 1967. 1967. 1967.
It's easy to win the Stanley Cup when you don't know what hockey is.
It's easy to
Everyone
win.
else has polio. It's so easy.
They won it in a game of cards.
Yeah. It's easy to win Stanley's Cup if you subscribe to his OnlyFans for $8.99 a month. Sorry, $18.67 a month. Okay. $18.67. All right, moving on to the next question. The category is fictional achievements. The Loud House Revamped is a famous piece of fan fiction based on the Nickelodeon cartoon The Loud House. What makes it infamous among fanfics? Charlotte.
It's been banned in several U.S. states for its woke agenda.
Florida's controversial keep it quiet law. James.
It's good.
No, it is not.
And it is.
Did you write it?
It imagines what the Loud House would be like if it were revamped.
It's on par with Game of Thrones for incest reference.
All right. There are 11 siblings in that family, so there's a lot of material to go to.
Targaryen bundle, if you will.
It's different because it's a famous piece of fan fiction.
What about Twilight?
There are others.
Sorry, that was the wrong thing. Yeah, 50 Shades.
50 Shades.
What about 50 Shades? Let's edit that in.
In this rendition, it's different because in the revamped, they're not like other girls.
Very good. Very good.
They only hang out with guys. They don't have any girlfriends. All their friends are guys.
And the Loud House's windows change color based on its mood.
Very good. Thank you, everyone. The actual answer is it's infamous because it was such a big deal when the Loud House got devamped that when it got revamped by having sex with its girlfriend who is still in high school for some reason, it was a big problem for the whole plot. Okay.
This damn house.
Yeah. So the answer is that at 8,790,688 words, it is the longest piece of literature in the English language. Wow.
Literature.
Congratulations. Congratulations, James, for such a monumental
Thank you.
achievement.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Moving on to the next question. The category is Gawker Blocker. Hulkamania has been running wild since the early 1980s. What are Hulk Hogan's fans called? Dan.
The repressed homosexuals?
Repressed. Ada.
They're called the Band of Brothers.
That's very good. They should use that instead of the real one.
Stepdad.
Ada.
Hogang.
Bubba Hoge. All right. Sarah.
Hulkies.
I don't know, but you won't like them when they're angry.
That is true.
Trick question. No one calls them.
That's a first question callback.
Very good.
They're not like other brothers.
Their eyes change colors according to the weather.
So I don't know if you guys have ever seen this show before, but what happens is we stick to one bit and cling to it for dear life. And the person who writes that bit gets thrown in a fire.
And we annoy Dan.
I will say that they were very angry when She-Hulk came out. All right. So the actual answer is Hulkamaniacs, who specifically are Thwacko, Smacko, and SWAT. There you go.
There's baloney in their slacks.
Aren't they rebooting the Animaniacs? I thought they are. Yeah.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Okay.
They revamped it like Loud House.
Now there are 11
It's
of
the
them.
longest show in literature.
Okay. We're going to move on to the next question. The category is stark failures. Game of Thrones' final season was panned by critics and fans alike. What was the biggest gripe with the show's concluding episodes?
Not enough cowbell?
Not like this show. Dan.
Nobody thinks to counter the rampaging queen with the Sicilian defense?
That's because That's because they killed off friend of the show, Thomas Sangster. Check out our back catalog for when we all talked about how we wanted to fuck Thomas Sangster in season 4. He was in the Queen's Gambit. Okay.
Is that the guy who played Ferb?
That is, yes, the guy who played Ferb.
What?
And
How
he is
dare
also,
you?
He is also Jojen, whatever, in Game of Thrones, and he's also weird chess cowboy in
Wait
the
a
Queen's
second.
Gambit.
Is he older than me?
Probably, yeah. I think
Fuck.
he's in his late 20s.
I like when Ada
He
uses
looks
this
14, but he's
show
in his
to
late
just
20s,
ask
so
questions.
I know nothing. I hope you knew this by now.
Like, we're all trying to write jokes here, and Ada's like looking for information.
People were upset because they changed to Aussie rules.
If you thought the Red Wedding was violent, let me tell you.
People were mad because incest was still happening, but they didn't look alike anymore.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. Charlotte.
People were upset because it wasn't like other episodes.
And the dragons changed color with their move.
Yo, what is the show even about?
I think it's about one time a blonde lady had a Starbucks coffee cup in the Middle Ages. Okay, thank you. So the real answer is that plot and character development were a little rushed in the shortened final season, to put it mildly. Okay, moving on to the next question. The category is upset victory. All fandoms have their faults, but which fandom was officially dubbed most annoying by a very scientific internet poll?
Twitter poll voters.
James, you're not getting points for accuracy.
What do we get points for then?
Steven Universe kids.
You know, shockingly, trying to bully a girl into suicide for drawing a character slightly thinner than she appears in the show did not win them worst fandom.
Her suicide attempt wasn't like other girls' suicides.
Jesus.
Her eyes changed colors.
Her neck and upper throat changed color based on her.
Let's just say I have a lot of questions to ask right now.
She didn't actually kill herself, right?
She did not.
Okay,
She
good.
did not.
That would be bad.
No, she just got famous. Well,
Is that all it takes?
Charlotte.
Okay, I hope neo-Nazis?
Shockingly.
Shit. Ah, no.
This panel.
She already said neo-Nazis.
Freddie's right
I'm
there.
just saying-
I am trans.
I'm just saying, take off your hats. Let's see how much skin there is. Oh, we only got one. Okay. Yes.
Anime fans because they wish they were subbed most annoying.
You gotta, you gotta keep them locked up.
Stranger Things fans, because they're not like other girls.
The other girls.
The other girls. They were dubbed most basic. That is what. Anyone else? Okay. The winner of this poll was apparently Elon Musk fans because it was Twitter.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Neo-Nazi.
Yeah, we said neo-Nazi.
I want my points.
I don't even like Elon.
How many points do we even have at this point? I haven't heard about a point in a long time.
6,943,275, so not as many as the words in Loud House Revamped. Once you hit that, you automatically win, so keep an eye out. All right, moving on to the last question. The category is Life's a Beach.
Oh, that's so funny, Dan. You write that? It sounds like bitch.
Yeah. Sometimes these are hard to come up with, believe it or not.
But it's like nice. Beach is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a play on words.
Yeah.
I like that.
Until you get sand in your ass.
It's like a Corona commercial where there are two legs that looks like hot dogs in front of the ocean.
Yeah.
A bottle of Corona.
And that's
that
just
nobody
for the
drinks
virus.
anymore. Yeah. Okay.
But the hot dogs aren't like other hot dogs. We're beating it too hard.
They're kosher. Yeah. There is an avid fandom for the many Disney Channel original TV movies, including High School Musical, Camp Rock, and Teen Beach Movie. What is Teen Beach Movie about? Ada.
It's an adaptation of Teens in the Giant Beach.
You know, I always preferred Seashell Silverstein to. Hey.
So there's some teens, and they're on a beach, right?
Yeah.
And it's a it's a movie.
Yeah.
Is this a Harry Styles impression?
So what I like about this Teen Beach movie is that it's like a teen beach movie.
like a real go to a theater.
I feel like you're
beach
watching
movie.
a teen beach movie. And then I spit on Chris Pine.
I feel like you know all the words to Watermelon Sugar.
Hi. Watermelon sugar. Hi. Are there other words to that
I
song?
don't think so.
It's about eating ass, right?
I don't think
Not
so.
Teen Beach movie. The Watermelon Sugar. Teen Beach
I have
movie
seen
also
a
had-
Teen Beach movie about eating ass, but that's not the one. It is not Disney. But it did. Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
Finish your thought. I want to know.
I can't remember what the other thing he was in was, so I can't make the joke.
Man, this isn't fair because Dan edits this, and so when he fucks up a joke, he gets to edit it out.
This is not something I thought. It was something I just thought of. I know who the actor is. I can picture him, but I can't make the joke because the other role that he played is out of my mind. I'm going to cut all this right now. So Watermelon Sugar is about eating ass. Is that right, James?
How about we let Charlotte give an answer to the question?
Please.
Okay, so Elio is in love with Oliver, and then Elio jacks off to... I'm so sorry. I thought you said Peach.
Yeah. Here's the thing. In the book, Oliver eats the peach. and I demand redress.
Doesn't he eat the peach in the movie?
No, he doesn't eat the
Oh.
peach in the movie.
Oh, that's a shame.
He just kind of chuckles and is like, oh, teenagers, and they're coming in peaches.
All the straight
Yeah.
people in the audience don't know what we're talking about right now.
I think only straight people saw that movie, actually.
Teen Beach Movie is the story of a guy, a former goaltender named Jason, who's just trying to have a nice time on the beach, and things go awry.
Yeah. That's what happens when your mom is a little domineering.
So this is
Nobody's
like
seen that movie, jeez.
this is like the opposite of that beach that makes you old. It makes you slightly younger.
That explains why it's nice to have an in-universe explanation for like teenagers played by 30-year-olds. It's just magic.
They had to call it Teen Beach Movie because Boner City wasn't appropriate.
All right, Charlotte.
Teen Beach Movie is the title of Drake's new album.
Oh, no.
It's a movie about a young beach just trying to figure its life out.
All right, thank you, everyone. That's it. All right, one more.
Sorry, wasn't that the movie about that whole Epstein thing?
Yes, indeed. Hijinks ensue when an enigmatic billionaire invites a group of teens to a private island in the Caribbean. It's Teen Beach Movie. The correct answer is actually two modern teens get stuck in a 50s beach musical. So there you go.
And that's a whole movie.
That is a whole movie.
I was obsessed with it as a kid, and I would always accidentally sing the girl parts of the songs.
Accidentally.
I came out last year.
I hate that you say when I was a kid, and the year on screen is 2013.
Eat my ass.
All right, thank you.
Gladly.
That was it for the quiz section. We're going to move on to the next section of the game, which is called Not Bloody Likely. And Not Bloody Likely, we present our panelists with a series of weird and wonderful situations, and we ask them what might happen in those unlikely situations. Your first unlikely situation is unlikely tribute bands.
What's up, guys? We're the tribute band to Wings called Feathers.
Hey, what's kicking? We're Death by 69. We're playing only Bowie's sexy songs.
Yo, what's up, AJR fans?
AJR collabed with Weezer once. I feel like...
Thank you, guys. That was our last song, Buddy Holly by us, the Kind of Hard Breathers.
The Asthmatics actually wouldn't be a terrible band name.
Yeah, that was 500 miles. We have been the people who shout shit.
Yeah, we are 1,000 Miles, the Vanessa Carlton tribute band. We did only do one song, but have a good night. Thank you.
That was 500 kilometers by the U-metrics.
Sorry, I thought we were just like tributing the concept of bands. We just played any song.
Thank you, guys. Give it up for Joey and the Dick Dogs. Rosie and the Pussycats.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna end it there. We always end on a dick dog if we can. Yeah, go ahead, Charlotte. If this isn't as good as Dick Dog, you don't want to know what's gonna happen to you. I'm just saying we have a bag of broken glass. No, please.
Well, no, it's not going to be. Thanks, everyone. We've been the Herb Boys.
You're right. Okay. Vice Girls. Oh, that's good. That was too clever. All right. Moving on to the next unlikely situation. Inadvisable cosplay choices.
Okay, so she's got a messy bun. She just wears sweatshirts. And her eyes change color with the weather. And she's not like other girls.
Okay, hear me out. You know how they have evil versions of characters, all right? Hear me out. Evil Schindler's List.
Charlie Chaplin in a green suit.
So you're gonna want to dress up as Diddy Kong for Diddy Kong? Does anyone know Diddy Kong? No. Okay.
No. I know Diddy Kong.
Diddy? No, not Diddy Kong. I'm talking about the actress Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong?
I know her from Crossword Puzzle.
D period Kong?
I feel like that's important. Pardon?
D period Kong?
Like D-I-D-I and then C-O-N-N.
Is that down or across?
Like DD, get out of my room.
Like DD. Hi, if anyone can find like a better thing ending with con, just shout it.
Okay. She might have been a singer.
I don't even fully know about her, but she's a singer.
But she did crosswords. That's what really matters. All right, moving on. Fan theories too implausible for cracked.com.
Okay, hear me out. None of the Targaryens are actually related.
Elmo and Grover are the same. He just like switches colors.
Like every time he falls in water.
Also, Big Bird is like the same person, and so is a Bert.
What?
Fuck, did I say Grover? I meant Oscar the Grouch.
Oh.
They stopped showing Ronald McDonald at McDonald's because of sexual assault allegations against the Hamburglar.
When it was Grimace all along.
The idea of split universes doesn't exist. The Berenstein versus the spelling of Berenstein Bears just changed and everybody's been gaslighting us the whole time.
10 wild theories about Diddy Kong you won't believe.
Is that 10 across or 10 down?
Weezer, good? No.
No. James O'Hara has an album that just came out. If you want to hear lots more Weezer jokes.
Ooh wee you. But did he look like Buddy Holly?
All right, we're going to call it there. Moving on to the next unlikely situation, crossovers that didn't make it.
Well, what do you mean the Family Guy X Care Bears script got scrapped?
I kind of want to see what Peter would shoot out of his stomach, actually.
It would be beer.
It would be beer.
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy presents bowling.
That's more balls than I feel like those guys actually handle. Let's be honest.
In the small town of Forks, Virginia, Queen Elizabeth II isn't like other queens.
It's like a crossover between Doctor Who and Care Bears, and it's called Who Cares?
It's the Hannah Montana Saw crossover episode.
Uh-oh, but the Punisher is, like, doing more than you think.
Oh, no.
Gravity Falls for Stacy's mom. Do we like that?
Does Ada know she can come up with an idea?
No, I don't think so. That's not how the game works.
I realized there wasn't a crossover.
That's not...
Gravity gets back up again.
I know what you did last summer, Buffy's younger sister from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
It's a crossover between Star Trek and the Orville, but nobody notices.
Everybody loves Chris. It's just Chris Rock having a nice time.
Clone Fry, where instead of getting cryogenically frozen, Fry just goes to Clone High and keeps being like, hey, you look like that old celebrity.
But it's all people from 1975 to 2000.
It's The Predator, but it's made with a bunch of teens on a beach.
We already did the Weinstein joke about Teen Beach Movie. All right, thank you guys. We're going to move on to the next one. Boy bands that never got big.
AJR.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? We're 4 dads and 1 kid who can sing.
All right, folks, give it up for those 5 Warriors.
2 Directions, because we're behind.
Wait, my fics were true?
One Erection. Because only one of them thinks you're beautiful.
It's for sure Harry Styles, though, right? I hope it's Harry Styles. Don't we all?
On that same thing. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the show. Sorry we were late. We've been wrong direction.
Spice Girls, they're in the wrong genre.
Yeah. We were expecting the Herb Boys.
All right, guys, please keep it going for your next act. Out of Sync.
Yeah.
It's the Front Road Men.
Okay, everybody give it up for the Front Street Men. They take the GO train.
See the Front Street Men just talking Toronto slang the whole time.
All right, thanks, everyone. Please, no, it's okay. Go ahead.
It's not good.
That's okay.
Hey, let's give it up for Teeny Tommy and the Twiddlers. Thank you.
Opening act for the Yeasty
Huey,
Boys.
Dewey, Louie, and the News.
Oh, Huey, Dewey, Louie, and the News is good. All right. Thank you. No, that's fine. That's fine. There was a whole bit about home brewing after that. Yeah. All right.
Something about infections.
Last one.
Something connects in town.
Last one. Prequels that ruin everything.
Loud House devamped.
Child Sandbox movie.
The whole entire Harry Potter series. That was nothing like My Immortal.
A Friends prequel called I Barely Know Them.
A prequel to the Saw movies, but it's not about him like getting his cancer diagnosis and deciding to punish people. It's just his very lovely marriage beforehand.
Wait, is Saw Breaking Bad? Is that? Okay.
It's the Saw prequels, but it's him meticulously building the puppet.
A Gravity Falls prequel called Gravity Isn't Gonna Fall in Love Again. He's been hurt too many times.
Okay, Pinocchio prequel, but it's Geppetto just fucking so many bitches trying to get them pregnant.
Just shooting blanks.
So much.
Smurfs prequel. Oops, all Gargamel. I used that before. I thought
That's okay. No one here listened to that episode until they go home and listen to that episode online. Yeah.
A Cinderella prequel, but it's the stepmom just hating Cinderella because she was an annoying kid, and we get it after a while.
How about...
Yeah, she keeps meowing at her. Of course, you want to kill her.
Cinderella isn't like other girls.
She wears Chuck Taylors.
She doesn't like high heels. Her dress changes at midnight.
she wears Converse.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Better call your mom or else you might go down a darker path. That was it for Not Bloody Likely. Please give your panelists a hand. And we are going to move on to the last section of our game, which is called Debate Club. And Debate Club, our panelists argue important issues of the day so that you, the audience, can benefit from their wisdom. Arguing the proposition, women should be in Star Wars. Arguing in favor is James O'Hara. And arguing against is Charlotte Davie. James, you have 1 minute starting.
Wait. Got it.
Now.
Should women be in Star Wars? Yeah. I didn't think I'd get heckled on this show. Yes, absolutely. Well, why? Why should women be in Star Wars? Well, like my boy Justin Trudeau said when half of his cabinet was women, because it's 2015. I think the next Star Wars movie should be only women. Do I think that's essential to the plot? No. Do I think that would add a lot of artistic merit? No. Would it make a bunch of fucking dorks really angry? Yes. And that is my favorite time of year. When someone puts a woman or a black person at the forefront of a film and a bunch of dweebs write tweets, that's the best. I love reading hate tweets. Black Ariel was one of the greatest gifts of my life.
All right, thank you, James. Charlotte, you have 1 minute starting now.
Okay. Women don't have time to fight silly little battles in space. That's men's work. Women also have more important shit to do in space, like Sandra Bullock in Gravity looking intense, or Amy Adams in Arrival looking intense. I've only seen the trailers. On top of that, women have more important shit to do on Earth. Like, for example, actresses need to win our rights back by wearing all black to the Golden Globes. Reclaiming my time.
All right. Thank you, Charlotte. James, you have 30 seconds to respond, starting now.
What makes a good Star Wars film? Laser swords, magic powers, ugly little aliens, cute little aliens sometimes, not penises. I think if they are going to commit to mostly male casts, they'd better make it canon that the Force is kept in your penis. And they must show me Ewan McGregor's cock. If not, only women forever now. Hear that, George Lucas? You have two options. Either the next Star Wars is all women, or give me Ewan McGregor's penis and also Hayden Christensen's penis. Thank you.
All right, thank you, James. There is a movie you can watch called The Pillow Book. Charlotte, you have 50 seconds because you reclaimed the balance of your time, which no one has ever done before on this show.
Wow.
Starting now.
Oh, you're in for it. Firstly, as much as I would love to see Ewan McGregor's manhood, like a severed horse head, I think that, actually, no, yeah, I agree with that. Because women have more important things to do than to entertain dweebs. Women are not just here to entertain you. They are here to do important things, like be in the White House. We're in Canada. Like be on 24 Sussex. What else did you say? Something. I guess the main reason is that women like me, we just don't have a lot to say, and and so that's why we shouldn't get a whole movie for little old us.
All right, thank you, Charlotte. All right, and now you, the audience, get to decide. Do you agree with James O'Hara that women should be in Star Wars? You guys look like you feel like you had to clap for that. Or do you agree with Charlotte Davie that women should not be in Star Wars? Charlotte wins, and I felt a great disturbance in the Force. Millions of nerds coming and falling silent. All right. Thank you, guys. Moving on to the next. So that's 1 point for the Tumblr-inas.
Just one to add to our 6 million.
That's correct. All right. Moving on to the next debate, debating the proposition the Toronto Raptors of 2018-19 is the greatest sports team Canada has ever produced. How did this get on the show? Arguing in favor is Freddie Jan, and arguing against is Dan Brennan. Freddie, you have Yeah, applause.
All right, okay, let me start here.
Freddie, you have 1 minute starting right now.
Okay, so this should be untied. Okay, this should really not even be a debate, to be honest with you. The Toronto Raptors championship season was the greatest single winning season in Canadian history. There were so many beautiful storylines. We watched a bootylicious point guard prove to the world, okay, that the only thing bigger than his butt was his heart, okay? Okay? It was beautiful. We saw polite Canadian citizens turn evil as they openly cheered for a man tearing his ACL, okay? We watched a 6'8" autistic automaton unite a nation and then destroy it. We have not seen that since Big Bang Theory, okay? It was a beautiful epic written by Shakespeare if he was from Scarborough. It's the greatest season in Canadian history.
All right. Thank you, Freddie. Dan, you have 1 minute.
Wow.
Starting now.
William Shakespeare. I didn't know we were going to bring Willie Shakes into this. Freddie, are you just too young, or is it the short-term memory loss that's hurting you at this moment? I mean, as a country, we've been around for 140-odd years or something like that. I don't know. And you're going to give me a victory from 2018 as our greatest sporting accomplishment, the greatest team we produced? Let me take you on a journey through the headlines. Let's go back to 92, 93 when Winfield wanted noise. Huh? With Whamco and Touch 'Em All Joe, which when you think about it, taken out of context, could seem really awful. Let's go up to Montreal. Hey, with a Montreal Canadian team that won 8 Stanley Cups in a row. We could float across to Edmonton, the city of champions. Wayne Gretzky scoring 39 goals in 50 games. Let's go to Vancouver. No, let's stay out of Vancouver. An Edmonton Oilers team that was so good that when they lost the best player in the world, they still won championships. And you want to give me a guy with a fat ass and a bunch of mercenaries who didn't even stay with the team after that? I say no, ladies and gentlemen. I say the Raptors are not the best.
Thank you, Dan.
Do you lose sponsorship from the queer journals for this topic?
I did, but that's okay because they won't cover the show anyway. All right, Freddie, you have 30 seconds to respond, starting now.
Okay, so the second reason why the Toronto Championship is the best season in Canadian history is we had it in the era of social media, okay? So we all got to be truly connected during the championship run, okay? The last time a Toronto team won anything before the Raptors, people didn't have iPhones, okay? The internet was in its baby Yoda stage. I refuse to believe the best championship season took place during a time when people had to celebrate with facts. Okay? That's it.
All right, thank you, Freddie.
Freddie, yes, your internet. You sit at home, you watch the games by yourself while paddling a Blue Jays stuffed toy. I don't know. Yeah, it was better without the internet. When the Blue Jays won their first championship, I was in a bar. We were gathered around a TV that was this big. I had a woman sitting on my lap. It was amazing. We all jumped in our cars. We went to Yonge Street. We didn't sit on the internet going, that was really good, hashtag best time of my life. We were actually connected. We were together. Thank you very much. I concede my time.
All right, there wasn't any left, but thank you for the thought. Thank you, Dan. All right, now you, the audience, get to decide. Do you agree with Freddie that the 2018-2019 Raptors is the greatest team of Canada's history? Or do you agree with Dan that sometime since 1867 something else probably happened? All right, Dan wins. That's 1 point for the live journalists. And now we have our final debate. Debating the proposition, if you're part of a fandom, you're susceptible to cults. Arguing in favor, we have Sarah Ashby, and against, we have Ada Nicolle. Sarah? Oh, please, applaud.
Oh, please.
Sarah, you have 1 minute, starting now.
Alrighty, gang. So let's just think about it, okay? Fandoms. We all love to crowd around something that brings us all together when we feel like outcasts from normal society. They bring us joy. Sometimes we learn songs. Sometimes we learn dances. Sometimes we learn specific salutes for them. Know who else has that? A lot of cults. Look, like we said earlier, Steven Universe fandom literally tried to bully a girl into killing themselves. Know who also liked killing? The Manson family. Right? At least, like, I know we're not, like, carving stuff into our faces, but I mean, like, when you're just cosplaying constantly as one specific character and telling somebody to end their life, you might as well. You might as well. Look, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or anything. I'm just saying if you're very, very likely to just look at a character with slightly different colored hair and be like, that's my god now, you might be susceptible to a guy with a little bit of a, like, flock going on being like, I'm god now.
All right, thank you, Sarah. Ada, you have 1 minute starting now.
I would like to say, ever since I joined the AJR fandom, I have never been more vigilant in my life. I am being attacked at all angles. This is not a script. This is my top 5 Spotify from last year. It is entirely AJR songs. This group is so critically panned on the internet. I know how to look out for people who don't have my best interest in mind. I am concerned. Here's the thing. I don't even like this band half the time. I think sometimes they suck. I'll shit talk them to anybody within earshot. Do you think that's how cult members talk? Do you think cult members are like, yeah, I like his stuff, but like, fuck, his new speeches, they don't hit nowadays. Do you think cult members care? Or like don't care? Just, I don't know, give them a chance.
All right, thank you, Ada. Sarah, you have 1 minute. You have 30 seconds to respond, starting now.
Ada was talking about getting attacked from every angle. Know who else was attacked from every angle? Jonestown. Literally attacked from every angle. Look, again, it's not a bad thing to be susceptible to cults, all right? It just means you want to be part of something bigger, you know, something that maybe might be a terrorist organization at the end of the day. Look, I'm not even like trying to defend it or anything. Look, I just know I'm susceptible to it as a fan because on my skin, I already have a character from multiple different series. So, like, if someone like me can get, drawn into it, anybody can.
For those listening at home, Sarah has a tattoo of BMO and TD. And all right, Ada, you have 30 seconds to respond. Starting now, it's the last word.
I assure that the only form of terrorism that the AJR fandom has is this song. And I'm not going around attacking people with it. I'm not making people... I have a secret AJR playlist that only I listen to. I have a secret little channel on my Discord server that nobody else can see that has AJR songs. I'm not a cult member. Stop calling me that.
All right, thank you, Ada. And now you, the audience, get to decide, do you agree with Sarah Ashby that if you're part of a fandom, you're susceptible to cults? Or do you agree with Ada Nicolle that she's definitely not in a cult? All right, Ada. Sorry. Sarah wins, but Ada gets the true prize of eternal life. Eternal life. That's another point for the LiveJournalists. So the score now stands at 8,790,687 to 8,790,687. So it's a tie. And 1 point short of the grand Loud House revamped threshold. So we need you guys to be the tiebreaker. Was your favorite team tonight?
Did you see it coming?
Was your favorite team tonight the LiveJournalists? Or was it... Do you want to come up and do a debate?
There are 5 audience members.
You be nice to them.
Doesn't change the prize money there?
The losing team does get slaughtered on stage.
The losing
This
team
audience
has to eat
isn't
the
like
broken
other
glass.
girls, okay? When I vote.
All right, was this enough stalling for you?
We need more time.
I hope you know that either way, I'm going to
Okay,
go
so
home
everybody
and listen
does
to an
5
AJR
minutes.
song.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you all like the LiveJournalists?
Silence. Silence.
That's a lyric. He knew.
Or do you prefer the Tumblr-inas? Despite the Tumblr-inas' vigorous applause for themselves, the LiveJournalists.
Yeah!
Congratulations.
I gave you your time back.
I'd like to thank my mom.
All right, let me do the end of the show spiel. Thank you very much. This has been Comedy Game Showdown, Fandom, Fantasy. The LiveJournalists were Sarah Ashby, James O'Hara, and Dan Brennan. The Tumblr-inas were Ada, Nicolle, Charlotte, Davie, and Freddie Jan. I've been Dan Donnelly, your host. Our next episode, happening right here in this room, October 17th at 8 p.m. at the Social Capital, is Monster Mash.
I heard that was a graveyard smash.
It was. You can follow us. Shut up. You can follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/andascotchegg. If you live in town, it's the cheapest ways to get tickets to the show. You can follow us on social media at andascotchegg on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, or our website, andascotchegg.com, where you can watch previous episodes of the show and this one when it finally comes out when I get my act together. Thanks very much, everybody. If you want free tickets to the very next show, put your names on the email sign-up list at the back of the room, and you'll get them. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful night. And enjoy your fandom frontiers. Thanks.